everyone, and welcome to ArcaKnights, a Power Rangers actual play series here on ArcLight Court. Gathered with me are all 5 of my Rangers in what could be the final episode of ArcaKnights.
Huh?
The fuck is it?
Go ahead.
What?
Let's go around, have everybody tell you who they are, what Ranger they're playing, so we can jump into our intro and get right into tonight's action-packed episode. Starting with Alec.
Hi, I'm Peter. I'm the red. Well, I'm Alec, but I play Peter, the Red Ranger, and now I'm panicking.
We'll be fine.
Javante.
Howdy, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, non-binary findies and hellions of all walks of life. I am Javante, and I play Dior, the Black ArcaKnight Ranger. And I'm not as worried, because we'll be fine. We'll be fine. It's fine. It's fine.
Hama.
Hello, I'm Hamasamakun. That's Hamasamakun on all social media platforms. I'm playing Schrodinger slash Wally, the purple ArcaKnight Ranger. I'm like moderately worried, somewhere in between Javante and Alec right now.
Brandon.
Hello, everyone. It is I, Brandon O'Brien. I'm a poet, writer, and game designer from Trinidad and Tobago. Tonight, I'm playing Marcia Ambrose, the pink ArcaKnight Ranger. And I'm not really worried about me, but I'm worried about the other Marcia Ambrose that is in the room.
Paige.
Everyone, I'm Paige. I'm a queer trans streamer and game master on a quest to run every game in the universe. I am playing Frankie Oliver, the Silver ArcaKnight Ranger. I am both currently dying and also might die again soon. So, yeah.
And I am ArcLight Court, your gridmaster for tonight. Let's dive right into our intro and get started with ArcaKnights, a Power Rangers actual play series. And last we left off, the ArcaKnights having teleported away from a major battle at the command center when the Draconic Overlord had appeared, coming up with some new plan or idea in order to stop one of the two huge evil entities in the space from accessing the Zeo Crystal Grove beneath the power chamber. One of them succeeded, and a chasm was torn through the multiverse. The ArcaKnights got in contact with Marcia's personal bodyguard, Barrett, who also seems to be some kind of Time Force special agent. And her mom seems to also have some kind of really big pull within the Time Force, organization and time policing things. We're able to get into the Time Shadow ship, fly back to the command center, dive through the chasm that was torn in the Morphing Grid, traversing through 2 other universes of the Power Rangers Shinwa Kage, this like anime 2-dimensional universe where Japan ruled the entire planet, and the Rangers were fighting some kind of demonic kabuki theater themed villains who were also helping the Rangers stop this chasm. Ended up in an Arctic world where the Arctic Gardener Rangers were able to seal off the chasm and fight back the Wraiths, allowing the Rangers to get through that chasm into the formerly displaced and removed universe, Wally's home. The completely destroyed post-apocalyptic Angel Grove, the former kingdom of the Draconic Overlord. They were able to get in contact with the Marcia of this universe by connecting Dior to his alternate universe self as a morphing grid network and communication line. Finding a safe house entrance within Peter's childhood home and traversing a series of tunnels into the now destroyed Area 52, where this universe's Dior acts as the ultimate man in the chair, entirely comprised of robotic form, connected, creating a safe communication network for all to speak with, powered by the Zeo crystal of that world. By trading a Zeo crystal from their own for that one, they now possess the tether to the morphing grid of this universe. And in that moment, the Draconic Overlord speared this universe's Frankie, still the green ArcaKnight Ranger, through the ceilings of this cement military complex into the center of this room, drawing his sword out of the chest of this universe's Frankie. As all of our Rangers were gathered together, Marcia received a small bit of advice from this alternate universe version of herself, which was we loved all of them and still love all of them. And it's in this moment that we see our ArcaKnights now face to face with the Draconic Overlord, the large, serrated, blackened metal blade being drawn out of the armored chest of this green ArcaKnight, standing and turning towards all of you. The mechanized Dior sitting in this chair, almost in this like reboot functionality after the swap of the power crystals. As the Draconic Overlord looks to the five of you and says, now, just give me what I need.
You know we're not going to do that. Because I know we're not going to do that. Right?
I would like to make an insight check very quickly.
Oh my god.
Okay. What are you insight?
I stab Peter.
Right. And you tell me if the thing that I want to do is not what insight can allow me to do. But
Okay.
I want to kill him with my mind.
No, I am just like staring at the Draconic Overlord, and I essentially want to see when he is ready to make an offensive move before he makes it.
Okay. So you want to try and like get a read on his body language and combine that with your knowledge of your Peter and when Peter would go to attack somebody and try and figure out when that would be?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, go ahead. Give me an insight roll for that.
Okay.
So since that Peter stabbed that Frankie, do I stab our Peter to balance it out? Is that this works?
Yeah,
No.
that's absolutely how it works.
No,
You
that's
gotta balance the scales.
I think Frankie's just dead staring at Frankie at the moment.
Right.
Literally.
So my nomad influence perk gives me an edge on social tests when attempting to gain insight into someone's motives.
Yes.
So I'm sure this counts here.
Is he motivated to stab us?
I got
Probably.
yeah.
Still failed. A 9.
Damn.
Alrighty. You could tell whatever weight this world has placed on this version of Peter, they are entirely different from yours. There is, if there was something left of Peter and the Draconic Overlord, it has long since been shoved down and as far down as it could be to where it would never see light.
Mhm.
Hand still extended out towards the five of you.
Can I have some bullshit.
Okay.
So I have an ability as a Silver Ranger where I can connect to the grid to heal myself. Technically, that is me. So can I use some magic bullshit and try to heal myself? I will make a spellcaster roll, whatever you want.
Oh, okay.
Since that's
All
future
right.
Frankie, could they just remember to like
So
wield
this-
more
Can I just
armor?
Android 17 fuse with myself?
So this future version of Frankie never became the Silver Ranger.
Oh.
But I will say, give me a Morphing Grid tech roll.
Okay, I do have tech, so that's just a D4 for me.
Because this is you willing your connection through the Morphing Grid to another version of yourself.
I'm going to spend a personal power point to change my charged up mode to smart so I can jump it to a D6.
Okay.
Okay. I'm going to use a story point.
Okay.
That's a crit. That's a 26 on
26?
the 20 and the 6. So
Okay. Now, our second part of this, are you just doing this, or are you trying to hide that you're doing
no,
this?
just raises a hand, silver energy flares, and I want to connect. I don't
We're
even
in
care.
the middle of like a cutscene, man.
I don't
Okay.
give a shit.
All right. How much would that heal?
It heals 2 points automatically
Heals
at
2
my
points?
level.
Dies instantly.
Okay. So we'll mark, I've got his health total over here. Okay.
You just minus like 50.
All of you watch.
ah,
All of
fuck.
you see as silver energy leaves from the group of you towards the Frankie that is on the ground, the green ArcaKnight ahead of you, and you watch it start to like infuse through the hardened shell armor into the body, and the large wound in the chest seems to start to close up.
What sword is the Draconic Overlord wielding? Is it Excalibur or is it Caliburn?
Neither.
Neither.
The freaky
Neither.
looking sword.
It is like a serrated version of the Buster Blade that Cloud uses.
Oh,
Great. Great.
Damn. Where'd you get that?
Um,
Did he have this weapon when he was like
He
ruling
had
me?
he had this weapon the whole time during your timeline.
future
Do
Peter
I
just
know
got
what it is?
really lonely and got really into Final Fantasy.
been there.
Just like real Peter.
I'm gonna look at the Overlord and be like, why don't we go up top so we have more room?
No. We need more room for.
Well,
I mean,
we're gonna kick your ass.
yeah, we're gonna beat the shit out of you, obviously.
Wally,
Uh-oh.
do you normally have the looking glass blaster in the holster on the side of your uniform?
I always assumed that I just kind of summoned it out of nowhere, but sure.
Every once in a while, yeah, like that quick summon, have it in your hand kind of thing. But if you're just standing,
Yeah,
would
if
it
I'm
be
just...
in that holster?
I fear what the answer to this question is, but yeah, I guess.
Okay.
We all die.
The other Marcia, mom, she moves behind Wally, draws the looking glass out from your holster, and starts firing at the Draconic Overlord, just releasing
Okay.
barrages of
Oh,
shots
okay, we're getting
Damn,
right into it.
him.
Future Marcia
I-
stands
Go,
on
future
business.
Marcia.
I immediately join her.
She don't give no fuck.
Plus a D10.
Immediately stands on fucking business. Enough
Okay.
of your talking.
Unfortunately, none of her shots hit, but she
Oh,
does
God damn it.
immediately like
Damn.
draws the weapon out of Schrodinger's side arm, like out of the holster, and with her arm like underneath his arm is just firing into him over and over and over again. You think maybe not having like full visual acuity, that she wasn't able to like really sink the targeting in on her shots, but she immediately starts firing. And Wally, as she's standing behind you, she says, getting him out of here might be the best idea we've had right now.
Just for my distinction, which him? There's like 4 of us in here.
She's talking about the Draconic
Oh,
Overlord.
okay, get him out of here.
Because
Got it.
Dior, like this universe's Dior is right there. And if he gets access to him, he knows where the entire underground is. He knows where all the weapons are. He'll have all of the plans. He'll know all of this, like every precaution that has ever been put into place. Those are the nuclear codes, essentially.
Looking at basically the boogeyman, I'm probably going to think back to everything that they've taken from me, knowing now that I had like a family and parents and a life. And I'm going to just charge them, and I'm going to try to use my abilities to teleport both of us out of there, just as far as I physically can get.
Right before you charge them, Marcia, you were taking shots, so go ahead and roll your attack rolls for that.
You shoot me.
So I spent a personal power for penetrating shot, so that's 4 upshifts, and I get. How close is the Draconic Overlord from me right now?
He's about 30 or so feet away.
Right, which means that I get 2 more upshifts.
Damn.
Because he's within 30 feet. So that's targeting with 6 upshifts.
What is does that put you above a D12?
I don't know.
What are you at currently?
I'm D4, so
D4, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How many did you get?
That put me at 3d6.
That put you at 3d6. Yes. Yeah. You are 1 away from an auto success and 2 away from a critical success.
Okay.
So while you roll that, Peter, what you got?
I'm gonna spend a personal power, and you see like the armor kind of shrinks a little bit and gets a little bit more aerodynamic as I'm gonna switch to hyper mode.
Okay.
And I'm going to be joining I was gonna say rally, but that's not right.
That's me. Rally in a different dimension.
Is Rally.
I never change it. I'm
going to be joining Wally in the kind of efforts to get him out, because hyper mode gives me a shit ton of extra movement. I basically get a little super speed. So
gotcha. Dior, what would you be doing in this moment?
Honestly, at the moment, he'll be probably trying to change the chapter over to I believe it's the Bastion form.
Okay. So you're just quick shifting into the Bastion form? Got it.
Because any defense that can help is going to help.
Alrighty. And then Frankie, what would you be doing?
I think after the heal, I think Frankie would switch back to the charged up mode for speed, because he knows we're about to fight this dude. But I'm going to use my last... How many do I have of these? I'm going to use all 3 of my last 3 grid surges. I'm going to change my power weapon and boost it. And I want to change my power weapon to Rowan's Gauntlet.
Okay. Alrighty. Marcia, what did you get on your attack rolls?
Critical success 27.
Hey. For everyone, his evasion is 27. So you just hit with that right now. So how much damage are you dealing?
It might be less.
Okay, because I did not move, it's an additional point of damage with precision aim. And since I'm using penetrating shot and my volley is 4, does that mean that that's 4 extra damage? So that's 6 damage?
6 damage altogether, yes.
Yes. Yeah, Marcia.
Destroy him.
Okay, so 4 damage.
Penetrate.
That's 6 energy damage.
6 energy damage. Okay. All right.
So I have an extra attack.
Yeah, well, this is right before we're getting into initiative. This was that surprise moment that this universe's Marcia gave you guys by just grabbing Wally's gun and then firing at him to give you this moment.
And just to be honest, it's actually 2 personal power for the power boost on the weapon, so I'm actually still at 2 surges, but I'm almost tapped out power-wise at this point.
Okay.
Also, we need to learn if Schrodinger disappears with the.
Yeah, I'm
Draconic
just
Overlord.
gonna fucking
Yeah,
launch both of us into the sky or something.
So we have both Wally and Peter that are rushing the Draconic Overlord right now.
Yeah.
So I'll have both of you give me either brawn or athletics to try and like grapple him for whatever it is that you were trying to do.
As we're running, I'm gonna turn to Wally and be like, "I'll hold him. You get him out of here." And I'm going to spend another, as like I use my super speed to get up to him, I'm going to use another personal power to switch to brawn and then like get really buff and try to grapple him.
Alrighty.
You said which roll to make?
Brawn or athletics.
Beautiful, because switching to the muscle mode gives me like and 3 upshifts. Oh god. Okay. That is going to be a 29 total.
Ooh, you are able to grapple him. His toughness is also a 27.
Ha!
What?
Yeah,
Okay.
the armor like fills up. I get big muscly again and just put him in a full Nelson. Like just I shoot the leg and get him into a full Nelson to hold him for Schrodinger.
Does this make it easier if I use my Grid Knight Spectre form to make 3 more of me?
It wouldn't make it easier because it would still just be a Morphing Grid tech, and you're contesting his because he's trying to stay right here. Even being grappled, he's like, okay, cool. He wants to stay in this location. So it'll be contested between the two of you. So go ahead and roll your Morphing Grid tech.
Can I still do the Grid Knight Spectre thing? Because it says I get an edge on power weapon attacks that use Morphing Grid tech. Is this a weapon?
This is not a weapon.
Can it please be a weapon?
No.
Let's do this. Please save me from my own stupidity. Was it D? Oh no. That is a 21.
I also rolled a 21.
Yeah, but
I was going to tell you it just beforehand. So in this moment, as you rush forward, focusing the Morphing Grid, connecting to the teleportation sequence of this universe that you're aware, that you remember, and you're trying to lock in the coordinates of where you were going to send him, it's like he's reading you through the helmets. It's like he knows exactly where you were going to send him, where you were going to go, and he changed those coordinates to still be this exact place. So there's a blip of energy between the two of you, and you're right back in this same spot.
Fuck.
That's amazing.
With is this initiative time or
he is going to do one thing. He's going to do one thing before we get into initiative.
He doesn't have to.
I feel like I look at Schrodinger. We got to stop doing this. With a big bad in between the two of us.
Every time.
The sword
I don't have another ship
that was in his hand. You watch the metal pull over the like cloaked duster that he has, creating 3 serrated claws over both forearms, out about a foot off of each hand. It's been a while since I've killed real rangers. As he activates his Ranger Slayer form.
Oh god damn it.
What?
So
I'm not a ranger. I'm part of Super Sentai. This doesn't work for me.
I'm a common rider.
How dare you?
So for the duration, his attacks and powers ignore defensive benefits that you gain from perks or grid powers.
Does that count for what now? The one thing you gave me?
Just
that does not count against that.
It's just 10 plus our stat.
It's only against your defensive benefits.
Okay. Oh my god.
Do I have defensive benefits?
Damn it. I just took a defensive perk.
Whatever your base toughness, evasion, willpower, and cleverness is, without being morphed, that is what your defense scores are for him attacking you.
My defense drops from a 28 to a 21. So does him being grappled, does that prevent him from doing anything?
He's grappled.
His
haven't
movement
grappled.
speed is reduced to 0.
Hey,
That's
But-
fine. He can't go anywhere. He's gonna stab us, but he can't go anywhere.
fucking shoot him!
And with
As I'm,
that,
like,
we
holding the
will
grapple.
roll for initiative, everyone.
We're dead.
My toughness just dropped
It was
to
nice knowing you
15,
guys.
guys.
This is the end.
Fuck. Alright.
Yeah.
23 again. 21 again, sorry.
That's a 21 with a crit on the D4.
It's only a 16 for me. Oh fuck. This is bad. Gang. This is bad.
6.
Nice knowing you guys.
16.
Now for the allies you have in the space.
Oh yeah, mom and robot.
And for our draconic overlord. Okay. All right. So for those keeping track, your allies go first with a 23 for initiative. Schrodinger and Frankie go next with 21s. Peter and Dior after that with 16s. The draconic overlord at 14. And Marcia at 6.
Well, it was nice knowing you all.
Yeah, just hang back there. It'll be fine.
Carry on with just my mother. If I die, does my alternate version also die? They're not letting that happen.
I mean, if that happens, then we could just kill Peter, and that solves the whole thing.
That
Listen,
fixes all the problems.
That doesn't solve the problems.
Solves
That
my
doesn't solve
problems.
them.
That's my problem. I mean, we still have to deal with Dark Spectre, but like it solves my immediate problem.
It solves my problem. My issue.
Solves my personal issues going on right now.
Hey Peter, can you do that too? Like, why can't you do that?
Yeah, well,
Because
what is
Where's your
that?
I'm
claws?
not evil anymore.
What the fuck?
Honestly, it was kind of a bad call on your part.
So up first are the allies. As Peter has the draconic overlord grappled in this position, Schrodinger right in front of him as you both had attempted to teleport. This version, Frankie stands up. As he does, he draws a fist back, and the antlers on the gauntlet in front of him shift from being like these grappling like appendages to turning over into bladed points, and he just starts punching at the draconic overlord.
Yeah, you might want to dodge.
Do mine do that? The fuck?
I don't know if they make the distinction between past Peter and future Peter.
Hey, I get it.
So the first two miss. The third one misses, but he did crit on the skill die. So what I will say is on that on the third miss, what he does is he'll jam the blades into the front of the right leg of the draconic overlord to try and lock his leg in that position. He still has a hand over that healing wound on his chest, and he looks over towards Schrodinger. You weren't supposed to be doing this. You were... I'll keep you safe, kid. I got you. It's still like trying to protect you, trying to keep you safe from the draconic overlord. Other Marcia still has the looking glass blaster.
Oh shit, I forgot to take that back. Oh well.
So she's going to move in front of the man in the chair and like standing in front of him start taking shots at the draconic overlord as well. She is also going to use a penetrating shot.
Yes, I was just about to ask if she had the same skills I do.
Oh no, that misses.
Damn it, get on it,
Also
future Marcia. Oh
misses.
my god.
And also misses. She's got one more.
Marcia, please.
That's cocked.
Marcia.
That is the no, that's still not enough.
So
So
It's
her rolls were everywhere from a 21 to a 24 the whole way through.
Oh my
Damn.
god.
But she was so close each time. But again, it's like cover fire. She's trying to split his attention, trying to keep him from knowing who to pay attention to, who to attack, where to go, because all of these things are happening at once around him. Dior,
Yeah.
this is a
Fuck.
question specifically for what if
Yeah.
in this world.
Yeah.
Would you have let form take over as you went to rest?
Fully. He
Fully?
would have. Yes, he would have fully let
Okay.
that happen.
All right. Roll a d4 for me.
Now we have to fight Dior.
4.
4. Okay. For those of you watching over the battlefield or witnessing everything that's happening, the man in the chair starts to stand as a bunch of the cables start to disconnect. You could see hissing, some like black and blue liquid just starts to like pour down one of the sides where the cables are connected as it becomes dislodged from the mechanical form of form. The eyes now illuminate with this like purple and blue coloration as one cable still maintains its connection in the center of the back. We were supposed to be heroes, brother. And he puts a hand onto this universe's Marcia, and you see armor plates from his form move off of the body, revealing like the remnants of a skeletal structure underneath, creating this like gunmetal black ranger armor over this universe's Marcia. Get him. But he's still our brother. This universe is Marcia now. This like sleeked black helmet. It looks like almost all of it is glass, even though it came from the metal of form. An entirely new suit of armor over her body, still holding the looking glass blaster in her hand. Like goes to throw it to Schrodinger before her arm pulls back, and there's like a almost like two-handed cannon in her hand that is still connected to form. In 4 rounds, the energy that is left of the morphing grid that this universe's Dior had access to will be fired at the Draconic Overlord.
Oh shit.
It cannot miss. There is no roll. It cannot miss, but it will hit him in 4 rounds.
That means we have to last the 4 rounds.
I'm sure we'll be fine.
He's okay.
So at the end of the allies' turn, Schrodinger, it is now your move. What would you like to do?
Well, knowing that that thing's not gonna miss, does it make a difference if I move? Like, move him?
He
'Cause
needs to stay here.
He needs to
Like
stay
you
here.
know that for it. But it is locked onto him.
Alrighty, that makes my life slightly easier. I don't have to teleport him anymore. I think if we're looking at this like an episode of Power Rangers, the gun sort of flies through the air and Schrodinger catches it. Still just looking down at this sort of like us jumping the Draconic Overlord in a weird sense. And does he look at all like he's taking damage?
No.
Ah, fuck. I think
You know,
there's still a
it's-
bit of fear to him, but
Again, completely unfazed. The same monster that you've seen your entire life.
I am going to activate my Grid Knight Spectre form. So you can sort of watch as it's less fun and mysterious in this dimension as opposed to more like this slow, almost decay of Schrodinger's Ranger suit as it eventually turns into this like spectral knight armor. And he is going to summon 3 more of himself and use Void Warrior. So I'm going to spend the power points to change all my damage types to Void.
Okay.
Goodbye, singular thing of PowerPoint. And yeah, I'm going
Beat him up!
I'm going to look at, well, I guess R. Peter, the one that actively chose to be good in this universe, and down at the one that is essentially my nightmare given sentience. And I'm going to change my power weapons into. I'm gonna say one's the looking glass. Oh wait, no, I have 3 of. There's 4 of me right now.
Yeah, there's
So
4
one's
of
the
you
looking
right
glass, then one's gonna be Saba, one's gonna be the dragon dagger, and if I can, one of them is gonna just be like Peter's weapon. Like his-
Excalibur or Caliber?
Yeah, I'll go with
now.
Excalibur.
Or the draconic
Or the
spear.
Draconic Spear.
Spear works.
Okay.
And I think in unison, all of my ooh, actually, rather than the weapons from Tommy, I'm gonna make them the other like ArcaKnight Rangers weapons. I don't have the full team, but everybody who's present right now.
Okay, so one of them has the Feywind bow, the other has the Cerberus axe, and the third has Frankie's the antler gauntlet or the
Or
silvered
the
silver
silver
either.
hand wraps, yeah.
Or the silver hand wraps.
I'm gonna say silver hand wraps.
Okay.
And I think after I change everything to void and you watch as this like ghostly purple energy emanates from each, I think all 4 of me are going to say in unison, "Do these look familiar?" As I'm just gonna start laying into him.
All right. So each one of your specters get 1 attack, and you have 3 attacks. So
Yay.
altogether, that is 6
Dang.
attacks.
I need to get a lot more dice. Hold on. And this is. Do I get an edge? So it says I get an edge on power weapon attacks that use Morphing Grid tech. This is Morphing Grid tech, right?
Yeah, all
Oh,
of
thank
them are Morphing Grid tech at this point in
Yeah.
time in your Grid Knight Spectre form.
Hell yeah.
Does he get any advantage because I'm holding the guy in place?
No.
Even more
Damn.
advantage. Can I turn invisible first?
Yeah, you can turn invisible
I'm
first.
gonna turn invisible first because it gives me a crit if this hits. That gets advantage. Fuck you, natural 20, and also the other ones. So that would for the. I think can I even hit him? I have to roll a 27, right?
Yeah. So it's 20 plus your Morphing Grid tech,
Uh-huh.
the dice you would roll for your Morphing Grid tech.
Okay, so that's and I can't use all of them, right? They're not all added up
You-
together. It's just
They're not
one.
added up together. It's whichever one's the highest out of all of those.
Mine is a D6, so I don't think I can actually hit him.
Well, you crit, so you hit him.
Ha ha! Let's go.
And not only did you crit, but from your ability, from Phantom Suite, as well as the Unseen Strike, this will count as a double crit.
Let's go.
What exactly?
So let me grab your sheet real quick, and I'll tell you exactly how much damage you're dealing to him right now. So you are dealing. That would go up to 2, doubled to 4, doubled to 8. So you're dealing 8 points of void damage to him currently in that first strike.
Yes. Just gonna bring it down on his fucking spine, I guess. Just the looking blast saber as I just kind of run him through.
You're running him through?
Oh shit! No, you're holding him. Never mind.
Yeah, please don't.
How
was
is
I-
this like? I don't know how this is gonna work out.
Slash,
Really.
slash,
He's
slash.
holding at the back.
Yeah, I'm doing a. Ooh. I'm holding him in a full Nelson. So like
Okay.
I'm behind him with my arms up through his armpits, and like my hands are pressing behind his head to limit his movement.
All right, perfect. I think as the other three of me like are running up, since this version of me is invisible, kind of keeping him distracted. You watch as Schrodinger kind of pops out, like bamps out of nowhere, and just runs the blade up to like make that opening for the other three. Which
Okay.
I don't think, unless I crit on these other ones too, I don't think I'm hitting him. Oh, I didn't have more. Do I not have more Morphing Grid tech things?
All of your weapon attacks are considered Morphing Grid tech.
I know, but I can only get up to a 26 with a crit. So I have to crit every
You
time.
have to find a way to get an upshift
How do I upshift?
by creating opportunities for your skill to increase. So him going into the Ranger Slayer form essentially was like he is prepared to kill Rangers. Everything about him is ready for it. So you're not going to have the opportunity in that first round of him transforming to get an upshift on him, because this is the first time you're seeing him in this form.
Got it.
Kind of thing.
Do I gain an upshift by does the presence of his old friend's weapons do anything for him? Damn it. God, be more like what's it called?
Sentimental.
Yeah, be more sentimental, dick.
He killed most of them. It doesn't matter to him.
Does anything matter to you? Can I fuck. Oh, okay, all right. I'm just gonna try it anyway, see if I crit
As
again.
you approach and I'm holding him, I was like, Schrodinger, right knee. Right knee.
Works for me. Yep, I'm gonna go for that. Can I just go ham on his supposed like weakness?
Hold on. For that, this will use your quick action, so you won't have like a bonus action, Alec.
Yeah, that's fine.
Give
Just talking?
me- Yeah, because you're trying to give away weaknesses. You're trying to give
Okay.
information on this.
Yeah.
If you want to do that, give me a streetwise roll.
Okay.
Your DC is 18.
Okay, streetwise. Where's streetwise?
Streetwise is under social.
Oh, I'm just blind. Oh, cool. I've got these streetwise. That will be it. That's a 19 on the D20, and then
Okay.
a 4, so 23.
That will give you an upshift,
Oh, thanks.
Schrodinger.
Cool.
Hit him in the right knee.
Hit him. All
So
right,
now
cool.
you go up to a D8
Oh, thank God. All
with
right,
your
here we
Morphing Grid Tech weapon attacks.
go. Roll the lowest.
I just realized that he has my body, which means he has my weaknesses.
God. Okay, hold on. I rolled the bare minimum to succeed, which is you said 27, right?
Yes.
Okay, that was a 19 and an 8.
Okay. You hit with that one, which will deal 1 point of void damage currently.
Cool. All right, cool. This next one, no, absolutely not. That's a 2. And oh wait, no, I have advantage on that other one. That's an 11, but I'll take it. Whatever. That one also misses.
Okay.
Still 9 damage.
Rushing forward. Yeah, still did 9 damage to him. That's still nothing to scoff at compared to what life totals are in the Power Rangers TTRPG.
I would have killed
Rushing
myself
forward,
with that.
turning invisible, your spectral knight copies coming out, taking the weapon forms of the other ArcaKnights, cutting into him, hearing strike the right knee as the others go and attack, trying to like lock the area down, get control over the scenario. Some of the attacks are going wide, trying to avoid good Peter. And also this universe is Frankie, who's like pinned the other leg down to the floor in front of you. All right. So with that, we move to Frankie.
Our Frankie.
It's gonna be surprising. I'm gonna punch him.
Okay. All right.
Right knee. Right knee.
I move up next to
Cobra Kai
myself,
this
I
kid.
guess, on the left side, and I will take 2 swings at this guy.
Alrighty, you do have the upshift on it
Oh,
from
so
the
that-
call out of
Okay,
Peter.
so for me that makes it 3d8. I need more
Mhm.
d8. Give me a second.
I just realized I have 3 attacks, right? And then there's 3 more. I think I only rolled 4 attacks.
Okay.
We'll say the other two were taking in the information,
Yeah, I'll
going
take. Yeah,
invisible,
sure.
and all
Yeah,
that.
no, I can't I can't rationalize in my brain just how many attacks I have right now.
Okay,
I'm
the
like,
first
damn.
one is a 27 on the dot.
Hits.
Ooh, second one is crit, but that's a total of 20, 26, 32, 37.
Hits. How much
Uh,
damage are those two?
They're
Nice, thank you.
5 each. Does the crit do more damage?
The crit does double damage.
Then yeah, it'll still be 10 damage because the non-crit I'm actually going to use to grapple after the crit. So like the crit will do the damage, hitting him in that bad knee, and then I swing again, and I want the gauntlets to lock around his rib cage.
Okay. So as the silver Arcanite Frankie rushes forward, 2 hard punches. The first one connecting deep in, like you feel like you almost punched through his morphed armored form, connecting, and you felt that body just like twist for a second. And as the right hand comes in and connects, the antlers of this silvered version of the gauntlet then lock around his abdomen, holding him even more in place. You see as your silvered version wraps around his abdomen and the green ones are holding the leg, there's like strings of mercury reaching down with uh like wooded vines pulling up from the one on the leg that are like tethering to each other and trying to hold together like a net between the two grappled effects there. And for a quick moment you can hear Rowan. Told you I'd always have your back. I never leave. This Rowan sounds much older. Much older.
I'm sorry. But we got this. And I just like look up at myself and make eye contact with that Frankie.
You look like you're looking down because he's kneeled
Okay.
with his gauntlet into the leg. Peter.
Fuck. So he's locked down right now. I've got him in the full Nelson. His leg is being held. His rib cage is being held. He's locked in place pretty good.
Yep.
How does attacking while grappling somebody work?
It's just like regular attacks.
It's just like regular attacks?
Yes.
In the interest of the fact that like I'm grappling him and just like immersion wise, I'm going to activate my blazing strikes.
Mhm.
So like my body will kind of alight with fire, and I'm just gonna, because it uses brawn to hit, so I'm just gonna start wailing on him with unarmed attacks.
Hell yes. Go ahead and give me that roll.
So
Paige, can you get that real quick?
so that is, it's going to be a 32 on the first one.
32 hits.
Yep. And the second one, no, the second one's only a 24.
Second one misses.
So he will take 2 fire damage. As I'm like hitting him in the face, I'm holding him, socking him. A bit of fire kind of blazes on a spot where I hurt him. The next ally to attack this foe gets a double up. It gets 2 upshifts.
Hell yeah.
As my blazing strikes gain that effect when I get a successful hit on him. So he'll take 2 fire. I held him down, activated my blazing strikes, I think, and then I'm just gonna continue to hold the grapple.
Okay. Alrighty. Dior.
Yep. Fuck. I've already quick morphed, so at least that's helping out. You know what? Let's go ahead and we're gonna add on to some things here.
Okay.
Uh Schneike, let's see. Just reading through some of the stuff that I have to see what I can do to help. Yeah. I'm going to fuck. What do I want to do? You're still holding on to him, right?
There's 3 of us holding on to him.
Both Frankies
Both
and
both
Peter.
Frankies and Peter are all holding him down, while 4 Schrodingers are jumping him.
Let me
Yep.
see.
Go.
Let me see if my I need to see if one of my powers works on
What an
all of you.
image of this battle. What the fuck?
This is
Fight
taking our
back!
Caesar.
Fight back!
He's gonna. I'm sure he's gonna.
I don't want him to.
I don't want him to either. He's in literally a form called Ranger Slayer.
Yeah, we were. What if we just like left?
What if
We have to do
go?
fucking 4 of these. We have 4 rounds of this.
Just as a free action, I'm just going to look over to my Frankie and just, you got it, just hold him down for as long as you can. And I'm going to give him you got this.
That's
So
that's
you
the
get-
plan.
Yeah. So you're gonna get temporary health.
Oh, okay. Bet. So what's that? Just give me like 1 or 2.
That gives you, let me look at my, it gives you new ones because I leveled.
Ooh.
It's just my Power Rangers book is not, it's listed properly on my thing. There you are. You, Black Ranger, where? Honestly, I didn't think I would survive this long. You get 6 extra health.
That literally doubles my. I'm at 12 HP.
There you go.
And I am literally currently in power adaptation where I heal every turn for like 4 rounds. So hit me.
Could I? Okay. Arc.
Yes.
Would I know what form's trying to do?
You would not know.
Okay. Because I was gonna say, could I augment it somehow?
You don't know exactly what all of that entails, what that means.
Okay. I have no idea what to do since he's being held down by 4 people.
Smack him.
Yeah, join in. Hit him more.
Just, you know what? Yeah, I'm going to hit him in the knee with the flat end of the axe.
Okay. Make that attack roll. You get an upshift on it because it was a called out weakness.
Boy,
I
that
like
was,
how you sent that to me first, Alec.
boy, that was
I
garbage.
didn't mean to. I meant to send it to the group chat.
Yeah, that's not hitting him. That's a 7 altogether.
Nope. There's too many people in the area. And you that worry of accidentally hitting anybody with how detrimental and how important this fight is causes you to miss.
Yeah. At least I helped somewhat.
Is that end your turn?
Yeah, I have nothing else I can do.
Alrighty.
Oh fuck.
It is now
No.
on to the draconic
No.
overlord.
What if he
Nuh-uh.
didn't?
What if he just didn't do that?
Hey, what if he just like went home?
What is your toughness score without any of your morphed bonuses, Peter?
21.
21?
Mhm.
Okay.
Ew. Roll low?
With my morphed bonuses, it's 28.
Wow, it's so glad that you're morphed and he can't stop you from doing that.
You just feel him like pull his arms with yours out of the lock,
Fuck.
straight down next to him.
Yeah.
He just kind of like rubs his shoulders a little bit. And he goes, I think that's the most I've been hit in a while. And he slams his hand into the ground in front of him, unleashing a havoc blow. Everyone within range with access to the morphing grid
Oh fuck.
will take 2 points of fire damage and are immediately shunted 15 feet away.
Damn.
We're all thrown back. All right.
Since Frankie
I
has
only
so
have to help.
much temporary HP, can you just bat flip unfazed?
Wow, what's that like?
That still leaves me at like 10 HP right now. I love you, Dior.
Yup.
Who's the bigger threat? Who does he want to prove a point?
Can I roll to intimidate him to attack me?
Go ahead. You could try.
Okay. What is that? Streetwise?
Yeah.
Can you
His-
also just give us a description of what he looks like as he's taking all these attacks?
Absolutely. His cleverness is a 30, so you need to beat a 30.
Huh?
Okay.
Why is he so strong?
But it's like he's one of our big.
I'm
bads.
gonna have to crit.
Oh, wouldn't it be so cool if he
Um,
like just died?
So Frankie looks at him as he like bat flips and lands as we all skid away. It's like, yeah, you beat that version of me, but I'm a lot younger and better. Bring it on, old man. And I roll and I how's a sits? Sits?
It's a strong 6.
The strong sits.
If we all just
Even-
fail to convince him, does he just not attack us?
Even at your best, you weren't even a match for me when I was him. And he points at Peter.
Just getting up off the ground, huh?
What did I do this time?
As you go to get off the ground, he crosses that distance almost instantly and is going to stab into you.
Me?
Yes.
Fuck.
This will solve our problem. If he kills you, we win.
Yeah, wait a minute.
This
That's
is a
a-
different time.
Everybody jump the weaker one.
25 to hit,
We're excluding my ranger bonuses, right?
excluding any of your ranger
Yeah, that'll
bonuses.
hit. Yeah.
Okay. You take 2 points of sharp damage and you lose 2 points of personal power.
Oof.
Is that his armor with the bastion?
It's a ranger
His-
benefit. It
The
doesn't
Ranger
matter.
Slayer ability ignores all
Oh.
defensive benefits Ranger gets from perks or grid powers, including their Morphin Shell from its Morphin time.
Yeah, so it's
Gotcha.
literally just 10 plus our skill, whatever our skill points are. And
Boy,
then-
that's evil.
Yeah, it makes Frankie 15 right now. It's bullshit. Squishy.
So you have 2 points of personal power sapped from you.
I
Yeah.
want you to
Yeah.
know that weakened Peter
he-
has a higher fucking thing than I do. Morphed.
Oh, Alec asked for this. Before he crosses that space and stabs into you with the slaying blades, the duster of his ranger form, there's now like burned holes through it. There are several like energy blasts that have torn through it. You could see like scorch marks up the side of it. You could see where the like barbs of the wooded energy coming from the green antler gauntlet have like poked and cut into it, where the silver mercury energy had like covered over certain areas. But his physicality looks unaffected. Like he's still just carrying himself as if none of that mattered. All of those attacks that did hit. They did deal damage. It has been removed from his health point pool. But one of his hangups does not allow him to acknowledge pain. So rushes forward, cuts into you, 2 points of personal power, drained away from that stab. A second one is going to dash. He's going to dash then over towards where Schrodinger was and stab into him.
Oh, hi. But joke's on you. Any attack effect that targets me personally, you gain your bad things.
Are you using your ranger ability? Oh, what now? Your
I
perk?
assume that just does it all the time.
No, you have to announce when you're
I
doing
announce that he does not do that.
Okay, so that would have been a 25 to hit you.
What if it was lower?
That's even higher.
God damn it.
Oh,
So 25 to hit.
Yeah.
Okay, you take 2 points of sharp damage and also lose 2 points of personal power.
Oh crap. Oh, that's
And
not good at all.
for his free action, he has drained 4 points. He's going to spend all 4 points.
Someone use counterspell. Wait, wrong system. Fuck.
Can I summon a Megazord to step on him or something? Like,
Yeah, everyone
And
summon
he-
your power sword right now. We just fucking.
He
Step on
heals
him.
12 points of damage.
oh come on.
Well, we did more than 12, so he still hurt, but
Yeah,
fuck.
he did
Yeah,
way
he's
more. He did
hurt.
way more than 12. But that will end his turn, and we are now to Marcia. Marcia, what would you like to do?
Cool. To qualify, his first attack did 2 damage, right? In an area.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Cool. I'm unconscious.
You're unconscious?
Oh fuck.
Were you in range though? I thought you didn't step up in the melee.
Yeah, no, you weren't in range of that. You weren't in melee range.
Yeah, you were like
Alright.
the only one of us that wasn't in melee range.
We were all jumping him except you.
Cool. I
Both
thought
of
it was
you.
much further than that. Okay,
No.
cool.
This is specifically the 10-foot. It's a 10-foot radius around him.
Yeah, you just see all of us fly over your head.
And he's still 30 feet from me.
Yes, because he moved back to where Schrodinger first attacked him and stabbed into him.
Cool. Right. Spending 1 personal power. That's penetrating shot, precision aim, sharpshooter's grace.
Okay.
That's the same 6 upshifts on my targeting roll.
Are you going to also use the information that Peter yelled out and aim specifically at his right leg?
Yes.
Okay, so that would be an additional upshift. With you being at 3d8, that automatically makes this roll a success.
Oh ho.
So how much damage do you deal on an automatic success?
Right. So that's 4 damage from the volley that is now the penetrating shot.
Mm-hmm.
+1 for precision aim. Plus the 1 energy damage from the Feywind bow already. That's 6.
So 6 points of damage automatically dealt to him.
Right.
So you've already taken down half of the health that he healed back.
Extra attack, I'm gonna do the exact same thing.
The exact same thing again. Again,
Yeah, so
another
just pull back
6
that
points
12.
of damage. Puts him right back where he was before he healed.
Yeah.
That is me.
As you focus in on these shots, firing them through, able to connect, and they're like, the first one goes into the left side of that kneecap, and then the right one, the second shot goes into the right side of that kneecap. So there's just 2 arrows dug directly into this right leg, right over that bad knee. You see him go to like drop down onto that knee for a second and then stands back up and looks towards you. He's now going to use one of his powers, spending 5 of his 10 personal power.
Whoa!
Mm-hmm.
Kind of a lot. Yo, that's kind of a
Damn.
lot, yo.
Don't you think you're overdoing it a little?
I mean, I have 9, but I have like 1 left or 2 left. So this is some bullshit.
One. Okay. So everyone who is currently morphed.
God
right now.
damn it.
So everybody.
I demorph really, really quickly.
What is everyone's willpower?
That's a funny
Huh?
question.
17.
17,
15.
15, 16.
13.
17.
Okay. So all of you immediately demorph.
What? My me's.
Oh no.
No.
Fun.
All of the spectral knights disappear. The guildmaster forms drop. The bastion form drops. And the draconic knight is the only one. The draconic knight and Marcia's new, this universe's Marcia's new gunmetal ranger form are the only 2 morphed at this point in time.
Is there? Does
Great.
this? Can I invoke a snag on this, or does it? It doesn't target me specifically. Oh, wait.
It's not targeting you specifically.
I feel personally attacked. Does that mean that like
No.
I can
What does
No.
older Frankie look like?
He's still-
deceased?
He's still
Older Frankie, you can see there are like several claw marks that have ripped up over the sides of the face. Like there are bits of the ear where there's just separation where it's still connected. The like auburn, almost walnut hair at one point was much longer, but you could see where like scraps, bits of it have been ripped out of the head. Huge muscular man, but you can see that the weight of time and combat is fully on him.
Damn.
For this next round, none of you are able to morph.
Okay.
Fuck.
And that's where we'll take our break. We'll see you all
Dicks.
in about 10 minutes. Get a drink of water, use the
Oh
restroom,
my
do all the human
God.
things. We'll see you all soon.
You're the
Sounds
worst.
good.
Welcome back, everyone, to ArcaKnights, a Power Rangers actual play series here on the Arclight Court as we pick back up in this battle against the Draconic Overlord. At the top of initiative, he had spent 5 of 10 personal power points to demorph all Rangers around him. The only one unaffected other than himself was this new gunmetal black form that this universe's Marcia has taken, holding this large cannon connected to form. So at the top of initiative, we have allies. Form and Marcia are still focusing on that cannon, keeping it aimed, maintaining their position on the area. This universe's Frankie clambers up from the position they were in before and rushes towards the Draconic Overlord in a very similar fashion to what Peter had done just a few moments beforehand.
God damn it.
Throws an arm under the chin, locks back, and throws his body onto the ground.
Oh, yeah.
Holding the Draconic Overlord over his chest, open and splayed for all. Up next, we have Schrodinger. Wally.
Fuck. And you stated we can't morph, so we can't go
Cannot
back.
morph.
Shit. What abilities do I have? So I can't make more clones of myself, but can I? I mean, I literally just have. I can either shoot him or teleport. And we don't want him to move because we have the cannon. So I'm just gonna take out my gun and I'm just gonna shoot him, I guess.
All right, go ahead and take a shot.
Cool. Are there any upshifts I can do?
Currently, no.
But do I get an edge against him because of that thing he did to me earlier?
No.
Do I not? It says that like I remember there was
Do you
one
still have
specific
it?
thing. He attacked me.
Yeah, you
and-
still have. Yeah, you have edge on this roll.
So I have an edge on this roll, and I have 3 attacks as myself.
Yes.
All right, cool. If I shoot him in the knee, does that give me an upshift?
No. Because everyone is already aware of that weakness, and he's aware that you're aware of that
Damn
weakness.
it.
It was for that one round.
Okay. Well, I guess I'll just fire at him and hope that it works, I suppose. I get my edge against him, and I have no other abilities unless I can. Nope, that's specific to Spectre Knight, isn't it? To like change my weapon into something else.
Yep.
Fuck. I had such a good idea. If he didn't demorph me, I was gonna do a thing. Natural 20 on the first roll, which would eventually give me something else. Give me a second. Or do I hit instantly on a crit?
You hit on a crit, yeah.
Okay, dope. So with my blaster, that's 2 laser damage. That turns it into 4, I think, right?
Yeah.
Yay! And
Alrighty.
then I get one other. I get 2
You
other
have
attacks.
2 other, yeah, but you don't have edge on these 2.
So I have to crit again or weep.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm using the good die this time. No more. I was trying to veer out. I was like maybe try to get out of my comfort zone. Didn't work. That was I shit you not. That's another 20.
I am throwing that dice.
Yeah.
I'm launching that thing into the sun.
It's another 4 damage.
Okay.
If I get a third one, then everybody has to bow down to Schrodinger as the greatest god amongst all in terms of Power Rangers. Please.
Rolls a natural 1.
I might still have it. No, I don't. I don't because I don't have an upshift anymore. So the max I could roll for this is 20. I rolled a 16. Unless there's
Alright.
other things I could do.
3 shots fired, 2 of them connecting as Wally unmorphed fires into him.
Wally's
will
just screaming.
Spend 1 point of personal power. He's got 4 left.
You don't need to
This
do
is
that.
all void damage, by the way.
No, that was deactivated.
I thought that's just always. Do I have to do it every time?
You to activate
Oh.
your void form, yeah.
Well, I meant Void Warrior is.
Yeah.
Oh, I did not know that. Could I have done that?
Void Warrior, I do believe, is while you're morphed, is the
Doesn't
wording on the feature itself.
Oh, I mean, it says spend 1 power point and change all your damage types to void damage. It doesn't say anything about being morphed.
I paraphrased a lot
In that
to
case,
fit onto your
never
character sheet.
mind.
What is your evasion? Unmorphed?
What if you didn't? 17?
Okay.
Wait, hold on, evasion?
Yeah.
That's under.
It's under speed.
Oh, sorry, 16. I was looking at toughness.
16.
That's worse.
Okay, so you get hit as one of the 3 blades off of the gauntlet.
Oh, what now?
fire
I owe
back
what? I
at
owe what now
you.
him.
That already hit.
What do you mean it already hit? What?
Made the attack. I'll roll it for you. So do you want the 21 or the 19?
I'll take the 19. I feel like that'll hurt a little bit less.
You take 2 points of sharp damage.
Oh, fuck. Okay.
As
That's
you now
great.
have one of these blades in your stomach.
Ow. I think I don't think Schrodinger quite notices and is just wait. I was shooting him from a distance though.
Mm-hmm.
How did he
You fired that blade.
Oh, he fired it. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think Schrodinger spits out blood, grits his teeth, and just keeps screaming.
Okay. Frankie.
So that's my ability. I can't do the weapon until we remorph because the grid surge uses morph, so we're gonna wait on that. But so you said the other Frankie has him like a rear naked choke, like
Yeah.
okay.
And has him laid over his chest as he's holding him.
Okay. So my finesse specialization for like the type of martial art specifically says MMA.
Mhm.
So I'm gonna run up, first attack, kick him in the knee, second attack, then forgo damage on the attack and try to get him in a laid heel, like a heel hook type thing on that leg.
All right, make the first attack.
First attack, it's definitely a miss. Second attack is a 29, so no damage, but the grapple attack with the knee bar
So you have
type thing.
the other
hits.
grapple.
Yeah, I just run up, slide, try to kick him, miss, but then just like hook his leg.
Alrighty, Peter.
Oh boy. Nobody has their power weapons out except for Wally, right?
Mm-hmm.
Shit. Okay. Looking at the fact that I'm unmorphed, the gash in my chest, and my hand's still aflame, I'm gonna walk up to the prone, double grappled Draconic Overlord, and I'm gonna lift a fist and I'm gonna spend a personal power to power strike down
Okay.
with my fists.
All right.
Because I honestly think at this point it would do as much. Yeah, it will do as much damage. That is only a 28.
Does he get an edge from him
28
being prone?
hits. His
28 will
toughness
hit?
is 27. Yeah.
Oh,
Toughness
fuck
is
yeah.
27.
Okay, so it'll be 2 fire damage plus 2. What is the bonus damage for a power strike? It's plus 2. It's just plus 2 damage. So what is that? Would that be 4?
Yeah.
4 fire damage.
4 fire damage.
And I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Go ahead. Go.
I was gonna make my second attack.
Okay. As you raise your hand up, wreathed in flame, and you go to punch down into the helmet, you see the fire just
Waft off of him.
Mm-hmm.
Man.
Oh man.
Did it look like Wally's weapon hurt him?
The 2 shots that he fired,
yeah,
they hit. They definitely hit.
But due to his hang up, he can't show pain, so we have
cannot
no idea.
show pain.
I just meant more so physically?
Things
Like,
that
did
he's
it?
not giving away.
He's in a full ranger uniform, helmet over his face, 2 shots connected to his form.
Is the helmet
Can I
broken
dragon
at
spear
all?
him?
Your dragon spear and then
Yep,
drive it down.
That's sharp. So
Okay, go for it.
all right. That will miss. That is only a 19.
Okay. As you summon the dragon spear in the other hand and go and drive it down, you see him take one of his hands and like hold the blade right over his face and then move it down towards his neck where older Frankie's arm is holding him in that rear naked. Do it. Do it.
It's just an arm.
Well, I'm out of attacks, so I can't.
What is your willpower?
17.
17.
Ew.
Get back to
I'm listening.
okay.
I'm listening. I just
With
stepped up to receive my food.
with a 20, he's able to drain 2 more points of personal power
I'm out of power.
from there. That puts him to 6.
I'm out of personal power.
Uh,
That's my turn.
Dior.
Start kicking him.
He's still holding the spear like over the arm, like over Frankie's arm, like over his neck, right?
Yep.
All right, Chiron, if you're there, I need a little bit of help, buddy. And I'm going to move and grab hold of the spear and try to push it forward back towards where like his forehead is and try to drive it down.
Okay. Give me a brawn roll.
Okay, I'm relatively good at that. I'm going to use capable of anything to re-roll that 1.
Okay.
All right, that's a total of 21.
You're both like locked. As much as you're trying to push the spear over the head, he's maintaining it over the arm in front of him, the arm that's wrapped around his neck.
Marcia, if you have any ideas, I would appreciate anything. Seriously, I'm going to give Marcia whatever we need. Not whatever we need. Part of the team. Yeah.
Okay. We now move to the Draconic Overlord.
Oh.
Yep.
Everyone within 10 feet of him.
Oh, come on. Wait, I'm far away.
But what if I hold on really tight?
Did 1 to 10 feet or?
Will take 2 points of damage
Okay.
and be pushed 10 feet away. So, Peter, you can choose to go to 1 instead of falling.
Ow.
You have the option to choose to go to 1 instead of falling unconscious. Would you like to take it?
Yeah.
Okay. You are not pushed 10 feet away. Everyone else is. The grapple is ended. Both grapples are ended. Pushed 10 feet away. You are still standing in front of him, but you can feel this like wave of nausea, this like instantaneous vertigo lay over you for a moment as memories of you fighting against the ArcaKnights, you overtaking Angel Grove, you writing page after page after page into the Notaria, trying to make the perfect world, until you finally settle to the idea of, if I can't force the universe to be what I want it to be, then I will destroy it and then recreate it. Part of that spell is a hang-up that the Draconic Overlord has, is that in moments he would be defeated, he drops to 1 and not 0. You are in a universe where this spell exists for Peter Hentz.
Huh.
Oh.
I think Peter like feels the nausea, the pain, the blood, everything like that. Kind of looks at the fact that he's still standing and goes, thanks for the bonus there, bud. Does that mean I haven't been feeling pain this entire time?
Not a single bit. Not any of it.
Interesting. Okay. I mean, that was
That's
it's
why
not my turn.
That's
Yeah.
why I haven't described you feeling any pain from any of the attacks that he dealt or anything. I was just describing what happened.
Do I know the verbiage of the spell because it's affecting me?
You don't know the exact verbiage of it, but you know the effect that it is carrying. Is essentially like, if you were to be defeated, you would no longer be defeated. You would be at 1, still fully capable of battle, kind of thing. It's just like an instant pop back up, pop back up. It doesn't stop. It will continue. It won't wear away.
I'm going. Can I talk?
Yeah, you can talk.
As like, seeing everyone kind of get battered away, and I'm still standing, and I look at myself and I look up from him and I go, no matter how many times we knock him down, he's gonna keep getting back up. And I'm gonna look over to my grid magic friends and all that and be like, we have to break the spell.
How?
I'm gonna tilt my head back to look over to Dior.
To form.
Yeah, to form.
Give me a Morphing Grid tech roll.
Oh, I love these.
Schrodinger, if you would like to make this roll as well, you can.
Yes, absolutely. I would love to know things. Morphing Grid tech roll, you said?
Yes.
25.
I'm using the good die because I want to win. 19 plus the die that I have to roll for this. That is a 25.
Hey.
Because the Zeo Crystal from your universe was replaced, that Morphing Grid cannon will send the Draconic Overlord of this universe, to yours. And if it goes to that universe, the spell enacted in that universe is Peter Hentz, the Red ArcaKnight Ranger, cannot fall to darkness. And if he should, the ArcaKnights will have every tool or weapon capable to defeat him.
I'm getting my big gun.
And that
Which of those clauses activates first?
he would no longer be in his universe, so his spells no longer count. They no longer are at play. The spells of the universe you are in are the ones at play, which is why Peter did not die in this moment, because these spells are in place here. He never wrote in this universe, Peter never wrote that he could never become evil, that he would never go to the dark side of the morphing grid. But if you send this one to your universe, he's completely destroyed. And if not completely destroyed, you will then have whatever weaponry, power, ability from the morphing grid necessary to defeat him.
Tilt my head back and like look over to Schrodinger because I'm assuming I saw him do the same thing.
Have that like singular nod of like, oh, we gotta like.
Marcia, it is now your turn.
Very first thing that I do, and I'm speaking to the Draconic Overlord as this happens. And I say, I glance at Peter when I say it, and then I glance back at the Draconic Overlord when I say, I want you to remember that we don't do this because we hate you or because we're angry, although we are angry.
So my mom, I'm confessing.
We're doing this for you. And as I'm holding the Zeo Crystal, and I like just usher my will into it for all of us to immediately remorph, I say, you're one of us whether you like it or not.
For Frankie, Dior, Schrodinger, and Peter, in the moment Marcia finishes her statement, you see the Morphin matron behind her. And for the first time, for some of you, and Schrodinger, it now makes so much more sense. The Morphin matron has always appeared as Marcia. This maternal, loving, intelligent, calculated, aware woman. And just as Marcia raises the Zeo crystal into the air, beams of light pulling from the broken ceiling of Area 52, reflecting off of the crystal, purple, black, red, pink, green, silver, blue, yellow, all of these colors carrying through the room as each one of you are instantaneously morphed back into your fully powered forms. If your health was under max, you are now back at max hit points. If your personal power is under max, you are back at maximum personal power. If you have alternate forms, you may choose one of your alternate forms to currently be in.
Spectre.
Berserker.
Mercury. Yeah, we're also gonna be in our ultimate forms immediately.
I don't know what the one beyond Grid Knight Spectre is. There's one that allows me to combine my personal power and my HP, so I'm gonna do that. I don't know if that's a different form or not.
I'm gonna do mercurial form, so I don't have to spend personal power for 3 turns.
Are you... Wally, are you going to become one with the Morphing Grid? In that moment. That's what that does.
Am I only allowed to do this one time, or is this like, if I survive this, can I do this again later?
If you survive this, you will still be a ranger, but this is you absolving yourself of your oath in order to protect the Morphing Grid. This is that final call, essentially.
Oh, God. We have like a whole other thing to deal with after this, though.
Hey, Ark, could you resend me my perform stuff?
Yeah, I'll send it in just a second.
Thank you.
Oh God, I think I'm gonna do it.
Yes,
You're gonna do it.
I think I'm gonna do it.
Okay. As you become one with the morphing grid, Schrodinger, you no longer bear the visage of the Phantom Ranger. As you have now fully accepted yourself as the purple Cheshire ArcaKnight Ranger. Where before all of you had seen the Phantom Ranger form of Schrodinger with like random like other universe ranger bits and pieces attached to the form, so like the pauldron from Dino Charge, the auxiliary morpher from In Space, the Lights of Orion bands around the arms from Lost Galaxy. You are now seeing your true purple ArcaKnight Ranger in front of you. This long, flowing purpled duster, black with silvered lines, the purple chainmail underneath where the duster is closed over, the helmet showing that same grinning cat-like motif over the front, but now in the visage of an ArcaKnight, gathered alongside the rest of you.
Took you long enough.
Feels good.
Good look for you.
I'm going to use a penetrating shot.
And then Marcia started blasted.
ArcaKnights,
blasted.
shoot first, ask questions never.
You get an upshift from this.
Peter, what were you going to
So,
say real
Are
quick?
we in initiative right now?
You are still currently in initiative. It is Marcia's turn still.
Okay.
So, Draconic Overlord is not pinned again.
He is not pinned again.
So my upshifts only go up to 6.
Yes.
So this is up to 3d8.
Yes.
And I get an edge. Is your wait, that's not what the edge is for. This is still a normal roll. Critical success 25.
Was the crit on the D20?
Nope.
No? Okay. Taking this shot, what you are able to do with the critical success as this penetrating shot is released, the like cloaked jacket of the form is like rend and pulled back, so his arms are stuck behind him as the arrow has pinned the jacket into the ground, holding him in front of all of you, essentially now in a standing position of the same grapple he was in before.
Aha. Cool. Extra attack. Gonna do it again.
Okay.
I'm aiming for the foot.
You're aiming for the foot? Okay.
So now I'm going up to all 7 shifts. So that's auto success.
Auto success.
Would you... First of all, how many more turns do we have until the cannon fires?
At the end of your turn, there is only one more round left until the cannon fires.
Cool. I am willing to reduce the amount of damage this deals if it will pin him.
So deal no damage, but just pin him in place.
Yeah, like lock his foot to the ground.
I will do you one better. As you have taken your fully realized form as the pink ArcaKnight Ranger and embodying the Morphin Matron, you can feel her presence behind you as you go to take the second shot, and then you feel Tamrit's presence with you. who hasn't spoken during all of this, has been very quiet. We do this out of love. Right?
We do.
And as you draw back for the second shot, you feel the string pull even further back as the energy lance that's created on the bow extends further and further until your arms are drawn wide. As you release, this energy bolt immediately goes into the abdomen, into the ground, and then maintains its energy form, holding him there. You hear, he won't feel it, but I don't think he's going to be moving.
And I turn to the Draconic Overlord and I say, give us a moment and we'll fix this.
As we end your turn, you see this universe's Marcia turned the cannon towards him. Are we ready?
As we'll ever be.
Does everyone forego their actions to end this full round?
Get his ass.
Yeah, let's go.
Blast his ass.
Yeah.
Let's go. Just shoot him.
Just before it fires,
Oh, God damn it.
you see what's left of whatever magic the Draconic Overlord had. Of his own personal power, of the morphing grid of this world, of the notaria, of the spell ink, whatever was left, he tries to pull back into himself. Peter, you know that he is trying to prepare his body for whatever might happen. Try to like counter it, try to stop it, try to give himself a fighting chance with whatever is going on. And it is to no avail.
Gonna say, can I Raditz Goku this and hold him in place? But if we don't need to, then we're good.
None of the magic he's trying to pull back into himself, none of the energy he's trying to recall is able to even reach him, as all of you see the Morphin matron now next to him, one hand under his legs, the other at the back of his helmed head, like sweeping the magics he's trying to call to himself away. Like it's time for you to rest now. It's time for you to let go of this. You have now seen the good that you could become, the greatness that you could be, if you had only loved, if you had only trusted. You now see the power that was around you. And as all of that culminates, the Morphing Grid cannon wielded by Marcia of this universe, commanded by Form, Dior of this universe, relents energy out of it. Different colors, spectrums, waves are passing by you. Funnily enough, you are tasting sounds and hearing flavors. Like every sense is inverted and pulled and drained as all of you are sent home. You are in the power chamber. Nothing is broken. Nothing is destroyed. Flamel is sitting at a desk, You see Nico is like looking over a spell book. The alchemist staff is like leaned against one of the walls, and he's turning a piece of paper into like a cheeseburger and then like eating
God damn
and
it.
then going back to like reading over spells. And for the briefest moment, just before you regain full cognizance, you see the Morphin matron holding the Draconic Overlord, looking at Schrodinger, looking at Peter, Marcia, Dior, Frankie. She just like smiles for a second before gone.
So did you guys want to get food after this? Or?
Oh yes, please. Fuck. Ugh. I'm gonna immediately like unmorph and like fall to my knees. Like,
I just put a hand on Peter, still standing. I demorph, and I'm just like, I'm pretty sure we still have the big lava guy to deal with, don't we?
fuck.
I
Call your cat.
I unmorph, but I look at the Zeo crystal in my hand. Has anything visibly changed about it?
It no longer contains any energy, but still physically exists. As in this moment of exhales, of sighs, of Chauffon walks into the power chamber.
I don't care what he has to say. I go and give him a hug.
Oh, well, you just okay.
You're so kind. I love you so much.
Okay.
I almost died in a nightmare hell dimension. It didn't have any burgers. It was awful.
Yeah, so hold on. Like, nobody knows that any of that happened. Like, can
What?
you, like, put me down for a second?
No, I missed you so much. We saw like we saw a universe of like only Asians. It was awesome. And then we went to like a frigid wasteland. Then we went to an even worse wasteland. And like, what am I supposed to do with that?
She like pops out from your arms. She corporealates into a feminine presenting human-like form. Still going by Chauffon, and says, "You did it. But no one will know that you did it. Dark Spectre is long and far and gone. Because we," as she looks at you, Schrodinger, Wally, because Schrodinger is no longer a name in this world for you. We are no longer bound by oath. And here we've been ArcaKnights the whole time, and we have our family and your parents and your sister, and Peter's mom never disappeared, and Marcia's mom is still running that really weird like time cop syndicate thing. I don't really know 100% what's going on with that, but she's still like super powerful and all of that. And Lamont like points at Dior.
I immediately turn to Dior.
Yeah, I'm gonna look. Take off your helmet.
I'm gonna demorph.
There's Lamont. There's no longer any cybernetics, robotic attachments, any of it. Full form.
It's a good look on you.
And Frankie, right as she says your name, your phone rings.
Okay, I demorph and answer my. What does it say on the phone? Do I see like what's the caller ID say?
This is Uncle Tommy.
Motherfucker. I walk out of the chamber into the other room and answer the phone?
He'll be fine. It's going to take a little bit for him, but I know about it because me and Wally are like
Best
permanently
friends.
connected.
The best
Even if I
team.
wanted to leave, I
Dream
couldn't.
you don't.
But here now, everything is as it should. Frankie, you answer the phone.
Hello?
Hey, Frank. Me and your dad are gonna be on our way over to the school here in a little bit. We have everything set up for the dojo, for you to start doing your first classes. I know that your extracurricular activities take a little bit more precedence, but we're gonna make sure that we can. If I'm not there to cover it, your dad will be there to cover it. If he's not there, I'll cover it. But we can keep everything going because you still have the boxing match. You still have the Olympic team match in 2 weeks. And we got to make sure you're ready for that too. So whenever you're ready, I know you're busy with Cranston downstairs, and you can hear like the levels of conversation he's trying to maintain over the phone. But once you're done downstairs, you can meet us up at the Paleontology Center, and then we can get over there. It's at this moment that you also look down and realize that your arcane ring is not silver. It's green.
Yeah, Frankie like chokes back a sob. Yeah, that's sounds great. I'll meet you there.
All right.
Just send me a text when you're at the dojo. I said.
And if anything comes up before you come upstairs, you shoot me a text. And if I got to bring backup, I'll bring backup. You just let me know.
So, sounds good. Yeah.
As that sentence is finished, you hear alarms going off in the arcane plexus and in the power chamber of a like a almost chimera like monster where it's like half goat, half snake, and also like weirdly riding a unicycle is like has been detected in Angel Grove. And even though you guys look at it initially from everything you've been through that this should be nothing. You see Mighty Morphin Rangers scrambled, Zeo Rangers scrambled, Turbo Rangers scrambled. ArcaKnights, are you ready to answer the call?
Look at the group and be like, back to it, I guess.
I call his unicycle as I'm just gonna immediately bamf out of the power chamber.
Hey, Chiron, you ready?
Always am. And in this moment, we have our ArcaKnights gathered, getting ready to morph and face a unicycle riding snake goat person. This is the end of ArcaKnights. This is our finale. The Rangers are always needed. Heroes are always a desire to have in the world for things going bad, when things go wrong. But our heroes were able to stop so much more than evil, so much more than bad, and save so much more than just themselves. I want to thank everybody who's been along with us for the entire ride of ArcaKnights, since episode 1, back on the initiative order, all the way to now at episode 24, to tell this story, to be a part of this, and share this experience with all of us. Special thank you to all of my Rangers. thank you guys so much for trusting
you.
me. Thank you for allowing me to present this world for you guys to change and flip on its head. um, let's go around, have everybody give you their names, where you can find them, and we will close out on that wonderful scene. Let us start with Brandon.
Hi everybody, it's me, Brandon O'Brien. I am a poet, writer, and game designer from Trinidad and Tobago, and I have been and will always be Marcia Ambrose, your Pink Fae ArcaKnight Ranger. You can find me almost everywhere on the internet at The Rising Tides, including therisingtides.itch.io, where I'm currently developing Hero Revolution, a Kamen Rider inspired TTRPG that is still in development. So look out for more news for that very soon. I'm also doing a lot of other RPG things, including writing content for the Tomb Raider RPG that is coming up soon. So look out for me on social media. I have feelings, and it's debilitating my ability to continue doing this thing. So I'm just gonna pass it on to the next person. I love you all.
Paige.
Oh, yeah, that's me. Hi everyone, I'm Paige, a queer trans streamer and game master on quest to run every known game in the universe. I can't even say my own thing right anymore. Go follow me on all the social at Blue Claret for stuff. Tomorrow on my Twitch channel is the next episode of the Monster of the Week series based on the Hades video game. Death was easy. As our heroes are fighting Hypno and have been put to sleep. Besides that, look at my social media because I can't think of anything else right now. I was Frankie Oliver, your green/silver ArcaKnight Ranger. I'm not crying, you're crying.
Hama.
That's me. Hi, I'm Hamasamakun. That's Hamasam. I'm sad. That's Hamasamakun on all social media platforms. I do mostly streaming here on Twitch, where I wear maid outfits, make funny haha, chat with Arc a bunch. Something that might interest you all that I am doing is called Content Writer. It is a tokusatsu love letter based on the Kamen Rider show, which is very similar to Power Rangers, except you imagine one costume writer fighting monsters as opposed to 5. That stars here my dear friends Arc and Alec, who are content writers, Arclight and Bard, respectfully. All this set in a world where monster fights are streamed right here to Twitch. I have been Schrodinger / Wally / God of the Morphing Grid, your Purple ArcaKnight Ranger and Phantom Ranger. Yeah, content writers. I stream tomorrow at like 6 p.m. EST, where I'll probably be talking more about it. There's some cool art that I did of content writer Arclight that you can check out again. Bruh, what the hell?
We'll talk. Javante.
Howdy everyone, I'm Javante. I was and will continue to be Dior/Lamont, your Black ArcaKnight Cerberus Ranger. Stuff you can find me doing. This Thursday, the day before my birthday, I'm doing the first stream of Nightmares and Fireflies, a Changeling the Lost game with some very special people. You can find that on my Twitch on twitch.tv/eclipse613. Other stuff I'm doing, I have a Death in Space game happening on Saturday. I'm in the Fey Rangers game with Paige on opposing Tuesdays. I also run my own Power Rangers games on Fridays when I have the time to do so. That's not streamed. I'm also sad. Yeah, you could just check my own social media, which is my Twitter currently, because I'm still trying to figure out how to get my Instagram to do stuff. Yeah, I'm sad. Moving on.
Alec.
All right, everybody. I'm Alec, or Alec the Bard of the internet. I have been and will continue to be, as my friends have said, Peter, your Red Dragon ArcaKnight Ranger. You can find me on the internet under Alec the Bard. I'm also the showrunner for Tales of Novum. Where as far as upcoming shows, we've got Echoes of Legacy airing now, Rapture, which is a new show coming up, which is about 5 gods trying to end the world but save it. And then we have Heroes of Bastion season 2 coming up this year as well. So make sure to tune into that, see all those lovely things. Thank you so much, Arc, for having us. And thank you to all my fellow Rangers. It has been truly a pleasure. And thank you to the audience at home for watching us play out our childhood dreams as Power Rangers. I truly appreciate it. Mwah.
And I have been and will always be your Gridmaster, Arc, or Arclight Court. You can find me all over the internet at Arclight Court. Of course, I stream Mondays, Tuesdays, Thursdays at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I am beyond blessed with the cast that I have. I am beyond blessed with the story that we've been able to tell. And of course, with as long of a campaign as this was, and with everything that we've done and accomplished, we are going to do a campaign wrap up. The same second Monday of May, so May 13th, we'll meet back up here and we'll talk about the whole campaign, answer questions you guys might have, go over certain things about our characters, and give you more closure to this wonderful story. But of course, every story has to end at some point in time. And what better ending than Rangers still being Rangers, but in a world that is happy and theirs. So thank you all for joining us. Thank you all for being here. And we'll see you all soon. And remember, even if not ArcaKnights, if it's Monday, it's Morphin time.
Morphin' time.
Dragon
Bye.
Sword.
I
Dad.